and is a person of a special, I call her a special candidate. There are people you call special candidates, someone you want to meet, and when you meet her, you want to see her again and again. Okay, and this person is a special someone to me who has actually has done this business for years. Okay, he's a sapphire manager in this business. He has a lot of strong team and strong legs. Very good in team building. Okay, and has done a lot. He's blessed with international business. Okay, courtesy of forever. Oh yeah, courtesy of forever. Courtesy of forever. Honestly, each time they talk about this special person, which is a special candidate, I'm always excited to listen to her when she talks. Okay, and this particular special person is called no one else but Bukunola Oluonye is someone very special to us. Very beautiful woman that you want to meet her again and again. Honestly speaking, it's my pleasure to introduce her to every one of us. Okay? And she'll be talking about a very good team, which is effective team building. Okay? Effective team building. It's something that everyone will love to listen to make your business grow. Effective team building, a parameter for your forever business growth and performance. I tell you, you will enjoy this training. Please don't go away. Keep connected. Okay? She's someone that after today's training, you want to meet her again in person of Madam Bukunola Oluonye. Okay? Thank you, Ma. I guess everyone can hear me. I guess everyone can hear me.
Yes, we can.
Oh, thank you, Ma. Thank you, Ma. I'm so excited to see and hear that you are the one taking this training, honestly. Thank you so much for this opportunity, okay, creating the time to be with us. Thank you so much. Please, you can go ahead for today's training. Thank you, Mama.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Thank you. I thank God first that, we're all able to meet this morning, because every day is a blessing. It's not an entitlement, it's a gift. And I thank God for this beautiful gift of today. I also thank everybody who has made time to be here. I thank the marketing team who have arranged this, because we all need this training. I also thank Forever for helping me become the best person, or become, or to start a journey of becoming the best version of myself. Life is not about change, to be honest. Life is about becoming the best of the good side of yourself, because we all have two sides. But you know what Forever teaches us is to invest in the better side of us. So I want to thank Forever for allowing me to do that. It's my pleasure to run this with you all today. You can still ask people to join us, but I always have a saying, and I call them my family members. My team members are not my team members. Some of them are my children, some of them are my mummies, my sisters, my friends. And I say that many are called, but a few are chosen. But I pray that this morning the Lord will choose us to be here. Let me tell you a little bit about myself before I start this amazing training. So I joined this beautiful company on the 30th of May, 1997. When I was looking at that date and when I was writing it, I remember a while back, people would say, oh no, don't let me join at the end of the month. Let me join at the beginning. So, but I didn't, and the beauty about life is not knowing. Sometimes ignorance in certain areas can be bliss. And then you start to build on knowledge as you're learning. And it was good for me because I didn't have to steal case credits. You'll understand that I didn't have to steal from one month to another. I just did the business the way that I should. And I really want to say thank you once again to Forever, because even my family are enjoying me. I'm not saying that they weren't before, but we all have attitudes and characters and ways, but Forever has tamed me a lot, and I thank God, and I pray that would be the same for you as well. So why did I take on this opportunity? I took on this opportunity only because I wanted to be, I always use this word, weller. I wanted to be weller. My body wasn't in a place that I liked it. And I wanted to take that journey from where I was to where I am, and even to where I want to be later. So I joined really for the products. And when I joined for the products, honestly, I started to use what I could afford. And when I started to use what I could afford, I was then encouraging my friends, come. Some of them would say to me, does it work? I said, they said it does. So let's do it. And people just bought my enthusiasm. They weren't buying my knowledge at the time because I didn't have any knowledge, but I had excitement. I had hope. So I was selling hope. Come and buy, come and buy. Okay, are you sure it works? They said it does. Come. And that was all I was doing. And remember, I said I started with my friends. So they will all buy, they'll sign on, they'll buy. We found that if we bought, we'd be able to, if we signed on, which means if you join the company and buy the starter pack, you could buy at a lesser rate. And we all wanted to, we were all young moms. We wanted to raise our children. We wanted to be able to use the products on a consistent basis. So we all joined and we'd use the products. But as I traveled the journey of Forever, I started to understand that it was all about relationships. I started to understand that there was something that I needed to do to make my business. When I say my business, I'm not talking about the team's business, my business. There was something I needed to do to make it work. And that was build relationships. And I realized that, wow, in your day job, you have no choice on who you work with. So I thought, but Forever says, I can actually decide who I want to work with. So my first thing was, I would only speak to people who I liked. So, and I'm not saying if I don't talk to you, I don't like you. But if you're in my parameter, I would look at you. I might admire the way you carry yourself. It wasn't about wealth for me. Did they have money? No. But it was, I would look and think, that person wore a pink top and they're wearing pink shoes. That means that they thought about something. I like that. And I would approach them. So my business was growing. When I say my business, I'm not talking about the team. My business, my organization was growing based on the fact that I had to like those people. Why am I saying this to you before I go into the training? Because unless you like somebody, would you socialize with that person? Unless you socialize with that person, would your relationship grow bigger? So it was important for me to have a relationship. Relationships are really important to me. So I started as a novice. I knew nothing about Forever. I was ignorant, but I knew something. I wanted to work with like-minded people, women like me, women who wanted to help their husbands, women who wanted to be well, women who wanted extra money at that time to go to the market to buy stuff and not have to keep asking their husbands. I was looking for people who I was like-minded with. And that was the foundation of my business. And it still is today. I would look at people, I'd say, well, I like that woman. And I would say to her, do you know, I like you. And this is why I like you. So I'm going to give you a sample, or I'd give you my card. And I'd like to share some opportunity or information with you. And that's all I've done for 26 years. I have not stopped. I have not had a gap. I just kept going. So I hope that's enough information. What have I achieved? Well, to be really honest, this business opportunity encouraged me to want better. I was already looking for something. What was I looking for? A better life, a better lifestyle. So I was already looking. Please bear in mind, I'm using certain keywords. I was already looking. I didn't find what I was looking for when I met Forever. I already had a why. So today, as we're speaking, I would love for you to think about your why. If you've never thought about it, if it is money, put money aside and think about what you want money to do for you, because that would actually help you build a beautiful team. My family in Forever at the moment, they are priceless. All of them. All of them are priceless. All of them are individuals. All of them are amazing human beings. Priceless. I was born into a family of 9, 1 past 8. But you know, Forever has blessed me with an amazing, massive family. And that's what I want you to think about today. So I'm going to go back to what I was going to talk about. So I just thought I'd give you a little background. I was able to put my daughters through private school. I was able to become a helper, not just in the team, but in my community. I was able to build a home for a couple of people with my income, because I'd always had, before I joined Forever, the intention to help people. So remember, I keep saying, what were you thinking? What were those thoughts that, you know, sometimes you wake up and you think, I wish, honestly, I wish we could move from where we live. I wish, you know, my daughters could do this, or my sons, or my children. I wish I could do this for my mother. I wish I could do this for my father. I wish I could help my husband. I wish I could help my community. What were those I wish things? Because those are your whys before Forever. So I would like to say thank you once again for being here, because the fact that you are logged in means that there is a need. And I would like to say that need, you would get answers today, answers that would change your situation and change your relationship with your team members and change your life as well. This is a really beautiful opportunity. But what I'd like to ask you is, what exactly is it that prompted you to put the money down? What was that thing? What did you see? And why I say, what did you see? A lot of us go to business opportunities. We attend business opportunities. And when we attend the business opportunities, we see the big cars. We see the big houses. We see the holiday. We see the chairman's bonus. We see all those things. And you know, sadly, what that does, it will shift our views, our eyes from our goals. What Forever is here to help you achieve your goal. It's just telling you that those things are available, but they're not sometimes what we all want. For instance, those were not the things that I wanted, but I felt that Forever had something that would help me achieve my health, put my daughters to school, help me have a better life and a better lifestyle. So today, what is it that you're looking at? What is it that niggles you, makes you sad that you haven't told anyone? I remember once when many years ago, when we had family meetings, nobody cared if I showed up or not. If I said, oh, you know, I can't show up because I'm going to be busy, it'd be like, don't worry, they'll tell you what we talked about. But as I grew in Forever, not financially, personal development, I'd say, oh, sorry, I can't be at the meeting. He'd be like, oh, don't worry. We'll change the time. When are you back? And that was when I knew that truly I had been working on myself. So I want you to think back. What is it? Do you want to gain your respect back? Do you want to have financial power? Do you want to help your neighbors, your neighborhood? Start to ask yourself what it is that you want to do. Because unfortunately, most of us lose that question and we start to live other people's dreams. And how can you now build your why? People, teams, other people like you. When I say other people like you, they don't have to have the same background as you. No. But people who have a need. It might not be the same need as your need, but they have a need. Those are the people that we should be looking at. Might be health needs, might be financial needs, might be social needs. Some people join just because they want friends. I have a lady in my team. She laughs at me when I call a meeting, but she always shows up. So I just love the vibe. That's all she says. But she's doing her 4cc, which you would understand what that means in a minute. And then what then do you have to do? There is a cycle. The cycle is, and we need to pass this culture down to our friends and family who join us. We have to use the products because that's how we all get together as a family, as a team. We have to understand the benefits. We have to understand the fact that if we sell the benefits and not the product item itself, we get paid. And then we're able then to share the opportunity, the income opportunity. And then we're able to coach other people to do the same. So the thing is, going back to think about all these things you have to do. You've got your why. You've got your how. The how is you need people. We need people. We need people we like. That's really what a team is. People who you like. A team is by choice. When you work, a group, sometimes you can be in a group and you don't want to be there. But a team is by choice. People you decide you want to work with. People you decide you want to spend time with. And that's what we want to talk about today. So I would like you to check yourself. Look around. If you've been here for a little while, if you've been in the company, in this business for a while, just shut your eyes for a second and think about the people in your team. Would you have really showed them the business if you knew that you had to work with people you like? Because people who we like, they listen, they share opportunities, they share ideas, they talk to one another, they don't fight each other, they don't compete with each other negatively, they compete with themselves. So I would like you to think about that for a moment. I would also like you to take a word called where volunteer armies is not by force. So anyone who decides to work with you, they have chosen to volunteer themselves. So we cannot bully or force them to do things. We are called a network because many of us are doing the same thing at different paces, at different times, on different days, but we're a network because we understand the culture. There is a culture. Yes. And the culture is you use the products, you love the products, you share the products, you make some money, and you share the opportunity, and you teach other people to do the same. Our job description is such. A lot of people might say, well, the job description is boring. Well, it might be to some because we do the same thing. I've been doing the same thing for 26 years. But you know the exciting part of it? I do it with different people every day. I meet people. I meet some people who are fun. I meet some people who like to go to parties. I meet some people who love God so much that that's all they do. I meet some people who do different things, psychologists, speech therapists, doctors, lawyers. I meet so many people, business people. They're different and they would speak different things to you. And that is the difference between running a job, a traditional business, and running a team. And you know, anything else aside of this, anything else piling people in becomes what people call a pyramid. And that's unfortunately why people are avoiding us, because we have brought in so many people. Some of them we don't even know them. And I'm just as guilty. Some of them we can't even remember their names. So when anybody hears forever, say, Joe, please. Because we have accidentally, not intentionally, gone against the network practice. So it is crucial for us to understand that success is more enjoyable. Next slide, please, my love. Success is more enjoyable when we actually think about network marketing. Is many people, many of us doing many things, different things. So as you see this young man with the time, these three people would have, they too would be sitting on a little chair because they too would have their own people. So we're not pyramiding anybody. We're just building a family, a community where all of us are doing little. And what is that little? You use the products. You share the products. You share the opportunity. And you call in people, your team members, to teach them what you're doing. You don't hide information because you don't want them to catch up with you. As a matter of fact, my baby is new in my team. It would be great for me to have diamond managers, real diamond managers who actually have a business to show. I would love that. Because the healthier they are, the wealthier they are, the richer they are, they will drop a little something in my pot as well. That's life. As a matter of fact, if you look at this industry like a mother or a father or a person that's adopted children, when you encourage your children to go to school, or any child you're raising, or anyone to better themselves, most of the time, 99% of that time, they would remember you. They would come and drop a little thing. Mama, I was just passing by. I said, let me buy you something. That is exactly what network marketing is. The more you raise wealthy people, healthy people, the wealthier you become as well. Thank you. Next slide. So if you look at this is a saying. You can see I didn't take it away because it's not my saying, but it says success is more enjoyable when it is achieved by us, and us is a team, not me as the upline. This is what they do. This is what they should be doing. No, this is what we should be doing. It's not an office job, and we don't have superiors. No, we are all the same. The only difference between you and your team member is time. I joined in 1997. I have an amazing lady here, Victoria Erukunapo. She joined much later, but she's doing amazingly well. She has a powerful business. I cannot hold her from growing. It is my joy to see her grow. And that's what we all need to be doing. You need to be making sure that whoever you have brought in to this beautiful industry, you lead them, you teach them, you show them, you guide them. You don't tell them what to do. Lead, guide, show, teach. Let them mirror you on what needs to be done. Hey, as long as you're doing something that you're not embarrassed to share with everybody. Success is us, not I. Success is we, not me. Success is togetherness. Working the same journey, but going to different destinations. Yes, next slide, please. And it says, people in network marketing don't earn simply on the size of their network. My goodness me, if that was the case, I would be a billionaire. I've got some numbers in my back office. But we make money based on the strength of our network. So our earning potential, that's Eric Worre that said that, our earning potential is this: helping our team individually, knowing the reason they are with us, knowing what they want to achieve, knowing why they want to achieve it, and helping them achieve that. Not imposing our own desires. I was guilty of that. And let me tell you what it was. I just talked about the product all day long. Oh, I love the product. Oh, this is why I joined. Oh, I joined for the product. So some people might be embarrassed to say, no, Buki, I actually joined for money. But I've learned that you need to let people, let them establish why they joined. You can say, like I shared my story. I'm not saying you all have to, it has to be, no. It has to be, yes, the products, because the products is the foundation of the business. So you must use the products. But it might not be because of the products that you joined. It could be because of health, wellness, money. And that is what Forever can offer. As long as you're not embarrassed, as long as we existing FBOs don't make you feel embarrassed that you want money, and as long as they don't make some of us look silly because we want the products, everybody has strength in whatever reason that has brought them to Forever. And I call that teamwork. Thank you. Thank you for changing the slide without me saying. Teamwork. We work together to achieve a goal. What am I saying? We come in with different goals, but the journey to get there is the same. You use the product, you enjoy, you discover the benefit, you love the benefit, you sell the benefits, not the product. You sell the business opportunity. How do you sell the business opportunity? When you start to sell the benefits of the products, you start to earn an income. You're able to say, I made 100K this month. Or I made maybe 300 pounds this month. I made maybe, so people can now relate. So how did you do that? Well, I use the products. Well, I share it. I share the benefits. And the more your team knows what to do, the stronger they will be, the happier they will be, as long as you're not pressurizing them to do what you want them to do for your benefit. That's where the problem lies. Everybody has to play the game to win. What is the game? Use the products. Talk to people. Talk to more people. Talk to more people. That is the game that we're in. We're in the game of winning as long as we work as a team. Think about it this way. You have 6 people in your team. They like you, you like them. They want to be well and they want to make money. You all sit down and you have a conversation and you think, okay, so what do we need to do? Okay, so you need to make a list of the people you know and you like. You need to, some people say, well, it doesn't have to be people who I like. That is, again, I cannot impose that on you. You could actually bring in people who you don't like. It's entirely up to you. So I apologize for emphasizing on that, but that's what I do. So I'm training from my heart and from a place of honesty. Okay, so the 6 of you will sit down and you will write out. So what do we need to do? Okay, so we need to use the products. Okay, so which products do you like? You already have the starter pack. So you would get the starter pack. You would start to familiarize yourself with the product that you like. You start to notice what is happening in your body. You start to make little notes. When you open your mouth to talk to somebody else, you're talking to them about the benefits. You're not talking to them about aloe vera gel. You're not talking to them about the heat lotion. You're talking to them about how you felt when you started to use the drink. We all win. We're all doing the same thing. So we're all, imagine, so you got 6 people. We're all sharing. That's 7 of us, sharing in different areas to different people. We're playing a game to win. And we must realize everybody in our team is important. Some of them might just sell maybe 10 products a month. It's okay. Some of them might sell 20. It's okay. Some of them might go up the ladder quickly. It's okay. Because remember, what is underpinning their activity is their why. For me, I was under a lot of pressure. I needed to make some drastic health change and financial change. And I realized that, and because I like to play, of course, I realized, I can play while I'm doing this business. This is cool. I can meet with my friends. We can gist for like 10 minutes. We can go into work. We can organize what we need to do. Then we can gist again. Most of us cannot have that kind of relationship with our team members because we don't have a relationship with them. It is crucial. The relationship is the network. The relationship is your success, and your success is your life. Again, communication is essential for teams to succeed. Now, most of us, unfortunately, don't speak to our team members at all, unless maybe 3 days to the end of the month. You should have a system in place where you, and of course, again, it goes to you liking them, having a relationship with them, call them. So how are you doing? I learned something very crucial a few days ago. There was a young girl who joined my team last year, and I said, "Oh, you didn't show up." He said, "Oh, but auntie, the message is general. I love it when you message me personally." I took a cue from that. So inviting her to the next event, I messaged her personally. And I saw she put a dancing face because I listened. That's another thing that I will talk about. And then good group cohesiveness. Make sure that there's a relationship, even not just with you and the team, but with the team members themselves. Is so important. These are things that I would elaborate on. And of course, rest. We must not overwhelm our team with meetings. Because I always say, when do they have to practice what you're teaching them? What we need to be doing is asking them, so how are you getting on? Did you manage to talk to that person? What was the reaction of that person? What are your results that you're achieving? How are you growing? What's going on? Are there any challenges? Rather than just pumping our teams with endless meetings. And our teams must be able to play. Not always only when they achieve something, but even just to relax. Because offices don't give us opportunities to play, but Forever does. Next slide, please. So again, what is a team then? Our goals are shared. Information is circulated. What is the information? We must establish a company culture. I keep going back. The company culture is using. It is not just signing people on, as some people like to use that word. Is using, and it is showing people how to approach their new life. What materials do they need? Because then they feel part of. You don't have to be in the country to have a team member in that country. The technology has given us such an amazing opportunity. Some people say, "Oh, I re-sponsor because my upline is out of time." No. Remember that it is just you being in touch with them. How are you doing? How's the family? How's your body? How's the products doing on you? They must use the products. Your team must use your products. They must have favorite products. I have favorite products. The aloe first is one of my favorites. I have loads actually. I have the aloe jelly is the aloe gel, the drink is my favorite. The Q10 is my favorite. The Infinite Complex is my favorite. All of them, the Fields of Green. So teach your new people, if they're new and they're limited with funds, help them to fall in love with inexpensive products and help them to master those products and use those products and master the benefits. Help them to share this with others. Help them to know the marketing plan. This is all information that must be circulated. Help them to know that they must coach somebody to do what they're doing. Help them. Let them know the importance of 2-3 people working with them, not for them. They must know how to behave. When people react in a certain way, tell them, please don't react angry. Don't let people see that you're cross or you're stressed or you're desperate. And then roles are assigned. Yes. What are the roles of our team members? To do the activity so they can win. The role is every day you share. You have a role to society. You have a role to your neighbors. You have a role to anyone who comes as close as talking distance with them. But hi, my name is Buki. How are you? You live around this area. Have a chat. Have a conversation. See if you like their response. And make sure that materials are managed. Only share what is compliant by the company. Make sure that you teach them right. A lot of people's future depends on that box that they buy. If anybody told me that Forever would change my life to how it is today, I would not. I didn't believe it. I'm going to be honest. But I loved to be well. And I thought, well, if I try this and it works, maybe I can share it with people. That's exactly what happened. And that's exactly what I did. And we need to rely on one another to complete the task. It is important. The task is completed by us building our story. When somebody uses the story, the products, and they like it, tell them what you like about it. What did it make you feel? How did you feel? Write it down. So when you're talking to somebody, that's what you share. That's what team members do. We teach each other. We show each other. We respect each other. It is crucial. Everyone is important. Do not measure or respect people according to what they're bringing. No. Somebody might be bringing just a few things. Somebody might be moving very fast. Respect all of them. Respect everyone. Because when we respect one another, funny enough, it produces productivity. People are happy because at work, they know nobody respects them at work. But here, they know, oh my gosh, the way that I just love the way that lady speaks to me. It just makes me want to do more. Imagine when you say to your child, well done, that was very good, well done. A small child, you see them trying to do more. It'd be like, okay, no, don't hurt yourself. Because people like, they like to be respected. They like to be acknowledged. They like people to say, well done. And also, listen to their why. Please don't make your why their why. Don't. Listen to why they have joined. Don't say, well, I'm in for money. People who are not in for money, I don't know what again they're looking for. No. So what is it that you're looking for? Be in touch with them regularly. Be open. Be honest. Celebrate their wins. And always remember that we're all different. And so it's important that it's okay. It's okay. You can move on. It's important that we make people important. Make a habit of recognition. So why is my team not? I said not. A lot of people say, team not working. My team, they're not working. These people, they're not working. I don't even know what. You have to ask yourself one question. Why am I not working? Because you are the team. And I remember when I spoke with the MD in the UK, he said, don't stress about that. Just make sure you are doing what you need to be doing. Every morning, grab your products. Use your products. Use it religiously. Use it honestly. Use it truthfully. Use what you can afford. Don't let anyone stress you. Don't say, Aji, so Aji is good. Think about it. The people around your vicinity, can they afford Aji? Think seriously. Remember, we're a wellness company. We don't attend to sick people. It does not mean that when you're unwell, you cannot use our products. But we do not tell people that the products will cure. No. It would help them feel well in the state of unwellness. Another reason why the team, which is me, which is you, not working, is we don't treat it as a profession. A lot of people say, I'm a marketer. There's nothing I can't sell you, Auntie, as you see me. So anything, I can sell sand to this. I can. That's not the key thing. The key thing is we need to be professional. It's when you go to school to learn. Some people learn for 7 years before they get their graduation. So even more, if you go to study secretary, it takes 2 or 3 years. If you go to study being a mechanic, it will take you a few years. If you go to study to make clothes, so why do you think that your team, you, me, Buki, would grow and learn and succeed in 2 weeks, in 3 months, in a year? It's not possible. So again, the expectations are too high for us, and we impose it on other people. There's no communication. We don't talk to people. The moment they come in, you get your 2cc, or they join, they buy the box, we're looking for somebody else. You need to build a relationship with them and say, come, okay, now that you've got this is what we need to actually sit down. We need to look at what you're doing. We need to see what you want to achieve. Until sometimes, when this, when people don't want you to call them anymore. So you can then stop for a bit, just send them, hi, I hope you're okay. I hope the family is okay. I just thought I'd let you know I'm here when you need me. And then we need to also know that our products are repeatable. It's not a one-off. Oh, I used the aloe vera for 3 weeks. It didn't do anything, so I stopped. No. So when you meet with your team, let them know that, look, this is a new journey. And so you have to use this as a lifestyle. Give it a minimum of 6 to 12 months. See how it does, and then you would know whether you want to really share this with other people. And some of us, we don't train. We only take them to the office. And when we train, we're telling them what to do. You must make sure that you're sharing with them what you've done, what works and what doesn't work, what they need to be doing because you've done it and it worked. Not reading books and telling them what the books tell you to tell them. I would say, I did this. It didn't work. I was embarrassed. I remember there was a time I had to go back to most of my team members. And I said, look, I'm really sorry. I'd misled all of you. I don't know if they're on, but they would say, I misled you because I got it wrong. I got it wrong because I was following someone else's race. But this is my race. This is how I started forever. Let's go back to the drawing board. I was not embarrassed to say, I'm sorry. I didn't know. And then build a relationship. Build a relationship. Ask them, how's your husband? How's your brother? How's your dad? How's your mom? How are your children? How are you coping? How is your life? Because let me tell you something, unless you know their life, unless you can help them say it's going to be okay, my life was just crap like that when I started, they would fall off. They would disappear because their life would take them away from you because you don't care. I don't care. We need to care. It is important. So to fix this, we need to learn that our business is a profession. We're professionals. That's why you have to dress a certain way. That's why you have to read certain books. That's why you have to use certain products. That's why you have to know certain products. The product, some people will say, what about this? I say, well, to be honest, I don't use it. I don't know, but I can find out for you. But the ones that I know, I can share. I'd say, I use this. I have a bag of products. I said, look at my kits. These are my products that I use. So I can share this with you. Read the right materials. When someone joins our team, don't ask them to start to read a book about being a billionaire or a millionaire. Let them to first of all read a book about their why their goals need to work, about what they need to become. Because some of us, we're so, our self-confidence has been damaged from maybe upbringing, maybe marriage, maybe society. There's been a bit of oppression. And so we lose confidence. People need to know and believe in themselves again. And then the team would start to work because they think, no, this auntie cares. This man cares. This company cares. And then let them read the policy. In the company policy, there is a stage for everyone. If you want to become an assistant supervisor, a supervisor, assistant manager, there is a step. and there is a reward for all the steps. Let people choose where they want to be. Some people might say, I just want to be a manager. I'm good with that. I'm earning so and so. That's good for me for now. I can help other people become managers. And you know the beauty of Forever? The more people you help become, the bigger you become. Communicate with them honestly. Be honest. Tell them. Share your struggles. You don't have to share your secrets, but share your struggles with them, because they'll be vulnerable to say, do you know what? I'm going through that as well. I know. And then they feel connected to you. Check and see that they enjoy the products. Make sure. And meet regularly, but not overwhelmingly. For me, as I get overwhelmed easily. So I don't overwhelm my team. Come to meet today, or the meeting here. Some people is a struggle to even get to the meeting venue. Take it to them. Say, meet me on Zoom. Let's talk this thing over. Learn the business presentation. If they cannot get to the office, help them online. Have set days to meet with them, so that what you're teaching them, they too can say, Auntie told me this is what I need to do. So I need to read, I need to do this. I can't get to Ikeja. And don't be upset if they can't get to meetings. Ask them, is everything okay? Is it finances? I remember when I first started Forever, there was a time I had to tell the guy that works with me, I said, Dele, we can't keep going to Ikeja every day, because this thing is costing us petrol. Let me see how I can work from home. Because after all, the business is a home-based business. When they say home-based, it doesn't mean you don't leave your house, but on your way to work, you can talk to people. On your way to church, you can talk to people. So let us run this business right, so that we can get the right people, so that we can repair the name of Forever and be creative. I love to give samples. I love to play. And Forever allows me to play. So I give samples. If people tell me no, I just walk away, because I was so desperate for a change in my life. I just kept going. Some people look at, I said, okay, no problem. Even on Sunday, a couple that I thought I was really getting on with, I said, it'd be lovely for us to connect. If you want to, I put. They didn't want to. They didn't give me their numbers. I thought, okay, no problem. I moved on. It's not a big deal. Your why is what will propel you. And also know that people are individuals. Don't get upset because they do something that you don't like. Think about it. We have different upbringings. We have different ways we speak. But the beauty about our network is personal development, to become the best version of yourself, and allow people to freely come to you with feedback. And if there's a complaint, there will be complaints. In my language, they say the tongue and the teeth, they squabble sometimes. But it doesn't mean that they don't make up, because the teeth has to crush the food. The tongue has to help it to digest it. So we need to make up. We need to make up, and we need to be friends for our businesses to work. I hope I have done a little bit of justice here. Conclusively, what I would say to you guys is, do not micromanage your team. No. Don't send overwhelming messages to your team. No. Help them remember their why, please. Their why. What is their why? Their why, my why is what's motivating me. I don't need anybody to send me any motivational thing every morning. No, I know why I get out of bed. I'm 64. I know what I need to do. And I know what I need to share with people to help them. Establish an online culture. The do's and don'ts. What are the things that we need to do? 1 second, please, everyone. So it's important, sorry, I had to mute for a second. It's important that we know what needs to be done and what should not be done. When you have a group, make sure it remains work-friendly, fun-friendly, but don't choke that group with the things that, we send out to people and overwhelm them. And be flexible. Be flexible, be approachable. Be available. Don't get fed up with people if they're not doing what they should be doing. Find out why they're not doing it. And conclusively, remember, the better your relationship with your team, the richer all of you would be. Thank you so much, everybody.